So there's a contradiction at the heart of Islamist confidence. It was nicely caught in a story from New Zealand about female Muslims driving around in burqas. And the police were very upset about this because this mode of dress somewhat restricts the field of vision. And they're also having a problem with fleeing bank robbers disguising themselves as Muslim women. But nobody wants to be insensitive, and on the whole, the police were happy to take the Islamic lobby groups at their word that the burqa was a requirement of these women's faith. But as Greg O'Connor, the president of the New Zealand Police Association, couldn't resist adding, if your belief system is so strong that you don't want to show your face, then perhaps that belief system should extend also to not driving. Which is a fair enough point. If your clothing can't evolve out of the camel train era, maybe your mode of transportation shouldn't either. That is Islam in the third millennium. They want the certainties of 7th century society with the conveniences of the 21st century, and it doesn't work like that. So in Islamic States of America, an Islamic Republic of France, an Islamic Kingdom of Belgium, an Islamic Dominion of Canada, they would all very quickly be societies in decline, living on the accumulated capital of their pre-Muslim past, as indeed much of Islam did at its zenith. But do we really want to test that proposition? Simply as a matter of fact, more and more of the world lives under Islamic law each year. Pakistan adopted it in 1977, Iran in 79, Sudan in 84. In the 60s, Nigeria lived under English common law. Now half of it's in the grip of Sharia, and the other half is feeling the pressure. But what Nigeria, Pakistan, Iran and Sudan all have in common is that they're in far worse shape than they were 50 years ago. Under the terms of the Camp David Accords, Egypt has been the beneficiary of the largest amount of US aid apart from Israel. And what's happened to it? In the 1950s, Egypt and South Korea had more or less identical per capita incomes. Today, Egypt's is less than a fifth of South Korea's. So the story of the past 30 years, which is the emergence of a new world middle class, in which the highest group of people around the world now have a standard of living equivalent to Portugal's, and basically many developing countries now have the standard of living that Southern Europe had in the 1950s. The Middle East has entirely missed out on that. They're failed states run by kleptocrats that exclude half the population, the women, from the economic life of the country and exclude all the population from fulfilling their full human potential. So the more Muslim the world gets, the poorer it gets.